Leptin Resistance Explained. In this video, we're going to go over what leptin resistance is, and then we'll talk about ways that you can actually prevent it and even possible ways to actually cure it. Hello everyone, my name is 𝙒𝘾𝙃𝙏 and I've been a fitness trainer and gym owner for over 30 years. And if this is your first time here and you really want to improve your fitness, health, and nutrition, you want to lose a little weight along with me, hit that subscribe button along with the bell indicator so you never miss one of my videos. Okay, let's get right on topic. Let's talk about leptin resistance. First, I'll explain to you what it is, and then we'll go over some protocols at the end of the video that can help increase your leptin sensitivity. Okay, now a lot of doctors call leptin like the obesity hormone or maybe like the starvation hormone. It's pretty much a protein that is produced and released by fat cells. So this is how the body's like supposed to work. If you're gaining weight and you're increasing your body fat, okay, these cells, these fat cells release leptin, and your brain is supposed to respond to this leptin. It's supposed to say, oh, okay, hold it. I mean, I'm fat enough. I have enough fat cells. This leptin is going up. I'm going to stop eating. I'm going to tell my metabolism to release energy, to release calories for me to burn them, up. Okay, which actually makes sense. But what happens when you become leptin resistant, just like insulin resistance, like when you're insulin resistant, your cells are not responding to insulin. Same thing with leptin. You're not responding to it. Like the body keeps on producing this leptin. The fat cells keep releasing leptin, but it's just not working. You're still hungry. Your metabolism is just not acting properly. You're not releasing energy. You're not releasing calories to be burned. And that's a big problem. The hormones affect weight loss and weight gain so much, and it affects your metabolism so much. Like insulin resistance, leptin resistance can really go hand in hand. Okay, now that we know what leptin resistance is, let's go over some protocols that we can follow that's going to increase our leptin sensitivity. It's also going to increase our insulin sensitivity. Okay, the first thing you can obviously start exercising. Exercising is a great way to obviously burn calories, to improve your health, and just to create a better hormonal state throughout your whole body. It's going to increase your insulin sensitivity. It's going to increase your leptin sensitivity. The other way is to go on a diet, right? So reduce calories, lose some weight. That's going to help in both those areas. But obviously, these are not easy things to do. People love to eat. They love to eat their favorite foods. But what I think is by far the best way to increase your leptin sensitivity and your insulin sensitivity is through intermittent fasting and time-restricted eating. I feel this is the year of these two protocols that are really starting to get popular and kicking. It's 2019 now. You're hearing about, intermittent fasting in the news, all these celebrities doing it. First, let me tell you quickly what it is. All it means is that you're limiting your calories to a smaller eating window. For example, like instead of just eating, like all throughout the day, 6, 7 small meals a day, you're going to say, you know what, I'm just going to limit my calories to a 12-hour eating window. Anyone, in my opinion, can do that. You're sleeping 7, 8 hours a day, and then you just pretty much say, okay, I'm just going to make sure I take in all my calories in a 12-hour eating window. Actually, Walter Longo wrote the book, The Longevity Diet. Great book, love it. He talks about just following a 12-hour, restricted eating window. He calls it more time-restricted eating. The big difference between time-restricted eating and intermittent fasting is that time-restricted eating is when you're limiting your calories to a small eating window every single day. It's like just a daily lifestyle thing, whereas intermittent fasting, you would do it intermittently. Okay? Another popular approach is just going 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours, take all your calories within an 8-hour eating window. If you're doing intermittent fasting, you do that 2 or 3 times a week, but that's somewhat aggressive for a lot of people too. Another study actually has shown that all you have to do is delay breakfast by 90 minutes and eat dinner 90 minutes earlier. So just tightening your eating window up a little bit, you get all the benefits, or a lot of the benefits, of weight loss without necessarily counting calories. Because generally most people who limit the eating window will just automatically eat less. Plus you get all these hormonal benefits like we talked about. Just think about it. When you're in a fasted state, your insulin levels are extremely low. And if your body gets accustomed to very, very low insulin levels, like you're doing this fasting thing regularly, you can become more insulin sensitive. Plus, you can become more leptin sensitive as well. And then as you start losing weight and your fat cells start shrinking, your body's going to start responding better. Your leptin level is just going to regulate, and your brain is going to recognize, when it should actually release energy to be burned. It's going to help regulate your metabolism. Fasting just a wonderful thing to increase your leptin sensitivity. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. And also, if you've been struggling with some of these health issues, obviously check with your doctor before you go on to any fasting protocol. I think so many doctors now are getting more open to fasting with all the new research, with all the health benefits that are out there nowadays, all the studies that are coming out showing all the benefits of time-restricted eating and intermittent fasting. I think the whole medical community now is much more open to it. Okay, but if you need help with it, leave a comment. I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can with some good advice. Okay, take care everyone and have a wonderful day.